There are the 12 drivers that have gone to victory lane in 2016. Now, some of those we know. They're contenders, right? So we're not going to talk about them. But right now, a little game of contender-pretender. Who do you think's going to go to Homestead and win this championship? We start with driver one, Jamie Mcmurray. Contender or pretender?
Should we apologize before this all starts?
You should.
Anyways?
Go ahead and say you're sorry right now.
Sorry. Sorry to whoever we make mad on.
Personal. We'll blame the car. I'm the crew. We'll blame the car.
All business. Jamie Mack, guys, is he for real?
No, he's not for real. He's a pretender. And it's not only because of Jamie. Jamie has been there. He's won races in the past. But they have 15th-place cars. And 15th-place cars are not going to take you very far in the chase.
I'm agreeing. I'm going pretender with Jamie as well. Sorry, guys, but I just feel like they haven't shown the speed throughout the course of the year consistently that they need to go deep into the chase.
Okay, this one might be a little bit easier. Won the title 2 years ago. Kevin Harvick. He only has one win. 17 top 10s, though, guys. Can he turn it on in the playoffs?
That's a contender for me. Pretty easy, and absolutely, yes. I think they will turn it on in the playoffs, and I look for Kevin to be one of those guys when we get to Homestead that's racing for it.
He and maybe one of his teammates are the only ones that have been able to compete with the Gibbs cars on speed and in the 78. So the Ford definitely contender.
And the only driver to go to the championship for in the first 2 years of this format. What about his teammate? I'm not talking about Kurt Busch, talking about the boss man, Tony Stewart. This is an interesting debate, Drew.
Come on, Drew.
I hate it.
Come on, Drew.
I hate it for Tony, but
it's not personal.
It's not. He's a pretender in my mind. The team is getting better. They're showing more speed regularly, but they just haven't been consistent enough to do it. And I think, you know, when you throw in his teammates and the Gibbs cars, it's tough.
Yeah. Drew obviously did start vacation, even though he said he wasn't, because he was drinking before he came on the show. That is absolutely a contender. Tony's been fast. When Tony gets hot, we saw what he could do a couple years ago. Tony's going to be a contender when we get to Homestead.
Drew, how many fingers do I have up?
Yeah.
Am I swaying? Are you seeing two
Walk a
of me?
straight line.
He's on Tony's good side, I guess.
How about the feel-good story of the year? Chris Buescher, guys. Let's say he can get in, right? He's 3 points shy of making the top 30, but let's assume come Chicago, he's one of the 16. Is he for real?
Not even close. I'm sorry, Chris and Bob. You're pretenders.
Pretenders. I'm going with pretenders there, too, and happy to see him get the win, though.
What about another rookie? Chase Elliott hasn't gotten to victory lane yet. Contender, pretender. Regan, where are you going?
Well, for Chase, he's a contender for me. I think they've had speed. I know he's been on a little bit of a downturn here, but I feel like Chase is going to have the ability to turn it back on, get into the chase, and do a good job.
I'm going to disagree. I think he's done a great job as a rookie, but Chase Elliott's a pretender. You know, that team is not going to be able to compete with the Gibbs cars, and you know it's gone as far as, you know, his teammates. You know, they're not fast either.
Hendrick across the board certainly struggling on speed. How about Kyle Larson? You guys didn't think his teammate was for real. What are you giving driver 42?
I'm a pretender on Kyle as well. 15th place cars, Kyle, I think he's a great talent, but you can't win very often with those cars.
Yeah, I'm going pretender as well. I do think he gets into the chase, so I know there's a little bit of debate over that. I think he gets in, but doesn't go very far.
We've talked Harvick. We've talked Stewart. How about the third guy over at Stewart Haas that will be a part of the playoffs, Kurt Busch, contender, pretender?
I have him as a contender. That's one of the reasons I don't think Chase Elliott's won, and other people. It's going to be tough to be contenders when you have the Gibbs cars, Martin Truex, and then the two from Stewart Haas, Kurt and Kevin.
Contender for me. I think Kurt has shown he's going to have the ability this year to really be strong when it comes to the final races.